The 2027 Bolt is the greatest hits of GM technology, and at an MSRP starting under $30,000, where will you find a more affordable EV? They say the Bolt is the perfect formula of affordability, range, technology, and practicality. This car has been completely reimagined with more range, faster charging, and cutting-edge technology. So without further ado, now it's time to put the 2027 Bolt through a series of challenges to see if this truly is the ultimate electric vehicle. We got our hands on a pre-production Chevy Bolt so that I was able to show off the 2027 model today. Let's check out the newly updated interior for the 2027 Bolt. We know that customers loved the roomy hatchback design, and we listened. In the new car, you still get the same hatch that opens up, allowing full access, and then we have hidden storage down here that actually allows you to stack bags, suitcases, you name it. Throw down the seats here, and you open up even more ability to haul whatever it is that you want to haul. And then on the exterior back here, before we go to the up front, we did move the taillights from down here to up here. That was a direct request from the customers. So there is an all-new battery in the 2027 Bolt, but it's in the same position it was as the outgoing car. So that means that there's plenty of legroom in the back seats because you don't have that transmission tunnel like a gas-powered car would have. It's all flat and completely easily accessible from either side. The side body panels here will look familiar. There isn't too much difference from the outgoing car, but it's the interior up front that is completely redesigned. The interior is all new for 2027. And the first thing you notice is this all new driver display. And it's completely customizable, which means you can add different readings and gauges to the display here. So some of the most notable changes on the interior are first the 11.3-inch diagonal infotainment screen, which is just loaded up with more information than you need. There are two storage compartments over here above the glove box that allows you to just throw stuff, grab and go as you please. Cup holder down here, cup holder up here, and then we actually reconfigured the shifter to move it up to the steering column, giving so much more space down here. Wireless charging pad right here, heated ventilated seats, a new fixed glass sunroof that opens and closes. Despite all of this added technology, it is still a compact, efficient, and affordable EV. Here in Southern California, it's all about getting to the beach. Your kids, your parents, your gear. So let's see how well we can fit everything in the car. As you can see, the 2027 Bolt holds all of our gear. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a beach to get to. So of course, the most important and interesting part about the car is the way that it drives. So let's take this thing for a spin and see what it can do. And I'll tell you right off the bat, I can feel one of the key benefits of an electric vehicle is that you get access to the car's full horsepower right at 0 RPM. So hitting the throttle from a stoplight, the car just wants to scoot, which is kind of fun. The 2027 Chevy Bolt has a GM estimated range of 255 miles. It is an all-new battery. It's an LFP battery, which means an all-new chemistry, but they've positioned it in the same location in the last car, which means that center of gravity is in the ideal spot to keep the car just feeling like it's on rails. It sits low, it's integrated into the frame and the chassis, and it's remarkable that the engineers were able to optimize everything around the battery to make it really serve the driving dynamics of this car. And because the car has regenerative braking, we're able to actually improve the efficiency, or increase the efficiency rather, and extend our overall range. Regen is amazing. It basically uses the electric motor and the kinetic energy of the vehicle to capture energy when you let off the throttle and dump that energy right back into the battery. And it adds a remarkable amount of range, especially if you're going downhill for long periods of time. You can actually watch the gauge on the battery state of charge increase, which is pretty cool. Right off the bat, I can tell you that it's silent. I don't hear anything at all, which is kind of cool. That's one of the inherent benefits of driving an EV is no gas motor, no transmission, no running gear that you would normally hear whining as you accelerate. That's pretty cool. So it's not just the interior that's all new, the battery's all new, and this actually shares the drive unit with the Chevrolet Equinox. So the ability to share parts that way, and with the new battery chemistry, it allows us to package this thing full of technology, but still maintain that affordability. This is definitely a road trip car. It is so smooth and so quiet. Also new for 2027 is much faster charging. In fact, this will charge up to speeds of 150 kilowatts. The battery is 65 kilowatts, so that means if you get down to about 10%, you can bump up to 80% in just 26 minutes. That is fast charging. This is why we pay rent in California. Driving through the palm trees, it's a sunny day. I have no tailpipe emissions. What's not to love? So we've been cruising for about 10 miles now, and I haven't put my foot on the brake pedal once. That's one of the really cool benefits, just like if you're considering total cost of ownership, you're using the electric motors to slow down the car and recapture the energy to increase your range. So we're making our way over to the lake, and it's interesting, you'll hear engineers talk about N, V, and H, and they're always trying to optimize or work towards N, V, and H. That stands for noise, vibration, and harshness. And with this electric car, you just have none of that. There's no noise, there's no vibration, and the harshness is just non-existent. So I've noticed that it's been unusually quiet driving around town in this electric car. So I have my homie in the back who has a decibel reader, and we're gonna measure and see exactly how quiet it's been.
It's at 46.3 decibels.
That's pretty quiet.
That is a refrigerator hum.
I'll take it. How quiet is it now?
55 decibels, which is about a desktop computer fan.
So no running gear, no exhaust. All right, I'm gonna try to get us up to 30 miles per hour. Let's see what the decibel reading is at that speed.
The highest we went up to was 63.4.
63.4, so that's not bad for a full acceleration. All right, for our final noise test, we're gonna kick it up to 60 miles per hour. Here we go. 60.
We're at 65.7.
That's not bad. That's the most we've been at the whole time, and we're on a bumpy road that really isn't smooth or quiet. Building on the Bolt's lightning legacy as one of the early, affordable, long-range EVs, the 2027 car takes everything that drivers have loved and just makes it better. More range, more power, faster charging, and more technology. The car will arrive in Chevy showrooms in early 2026. So what do you think of the new Chevy Bolt? Let us know in the comments.